outdoor eaters, welcome back to my channel. So I am very excited about today's video because the other day I was hiking with some friends when suddenly we smelled this overpowering garlicky smell, and that meant only one thing, and that is that wild garlic season is finally here. So I'm going to take you out with me and my bicycle to pick up some wild garlic, and we're going to make with it like the most fresh and vibrant Italia pasta dish. So stay tuned. After this very short show off of my bicycle skills, I am taking you wild garlic hunting. So let's go. The smell is terrifying, so overpowering, so garlicky. You guys should smell that. Look at it, it's just everywhere. Now we are in March, and in this season Northeast Italy is completely covered with it. And this is how it looks like. The shape reminds me of some feathers. My plan now is to pick it up as much as possible. Then I am taking it home where I will make the sauce. I cannot make this part of the recipe in the outdoors because I don't have a battery powered blender. But I am working on it. And if you guys happen to know about a quality battery powered blender, please tell me about it in the comments. But now let's start with our recipe. Let's start by cooking an onion and some anchovies in olive oil. They should be ready in about 10 minutes and they should look like this. And now add 2 large potatoes. We are adding the potatoes because they will give the perfect consistency to our sauce. Their starch will make the sauce nice and thick. And then I added some vegetable stock, salt, and 2 bay leaves. Cook until the potatoes are nice and soft, just like this one. Then you should wash and drain your wild garlic. I took the potatoes from the heat. I transferred the whole thing to a higher pot because it's going to be easier to blend. And now add the wild garlic leaves and start blending. You should do this whole operation off heat because we're done with the cooking. But if you feel like your sauce is too powerful, blanch the wild garlic leaves for a few seconds in boiling water and immediately cool them in ice cold water. And after this, blend them. If you feel like your sauce is getting too thick, just add some water. If you are using a good blender, you can skip the next step. With a powerful blender, you don't need to use your sieve because your sauce will be already perfect. But anyway, this is the end result. You can eat it as is, but now we are going in the outdoors. We will make some fresh cavatelli pasta. It's so nice to be outside again. The reason why I like to cook in nature so much is because when I'm done with the cooking, I don't need to clean the kitchen. And today a very special person is going to join me, my father, who has volunteered to build the fireplace and of course also to start the fire. As always, when the fire is on, we can start. For the pasta dough, combine 125 grams of all-purpose flour and 125 grams of semola flour. Then slowly start adding 130 grams of water. Now it's important to be very careful and slowly you can start combining the water and the flour into a dough. Once your dough will be nice and smooth, wrap it in some plastic and put it in your refrigerator for at least an hour, better if overnight. But before I continue with the pasta, I have to prep the fire. And I also need a pot of boiling water so that I can cook it. And now I will show you how you make cavatelli. Start by cutting a piece of dough and with your hands give it the long snake shape. And now cut it into small pieces from 1 centimeter to 1.5 centimeters long. I am shaping the pasta with this wooden pasta board, but if you don't have it, don't worry because you can make it also on a regular wooden surface. This pasta shape is easy to make. You just need to take a piece of dough and with 2 fingers press it on the board, just like so. You should definitely try making your own cavatellis because they're super fun to do. When you start, you just don't want to stop making them. The consistency of this dough is perfect because as you can see it's not sticking to the board. The water is finally boiling, but before we throw in the pasta, we should prepare the sauce. I am adding a bit of wild garlic sauce that we made earlier into a pasta pan. Then I added some butter, because we all know that butter makes everything better. Remember to salt your boiling water and add some salt also to the sauce if needed. And now we can finally cook our cavatellis. If you want to take your sauce to another level, just add some soy sauce. And also some lemon zest. It will give to your sauce some freshness. After a few minutes of cooking, the cavatellis were ready. And now we can add them into the pan with the sauce. As always, I like to keep the sauce a little bit more watery, because I will finish to cook the pasta in it. And the starch that it will come out from the pasta will thicken the sauce, and the end result is going to be more creamy. But for that to happen, I need more firepower, and I need to work on high heat. I always recommend to toss your pasta, you will look more professional. The sauce has reduced and I am happy with this consistency. And now I can plate my pasta and I will be very generous with it. It was looking amazing and I just couldn't wait to give it a try. But in order to make it even better, we still need to add a few ingredients. This cheese that I'm adding, it's called stracciatella. If you don't have it, you can replace it with a burrata, but definitely not with the mozzarella, it's not the same. Then add some black pepper, some lemon zest, and try to use organic lemons, otherwise you will just be putting poison into your body. As decoration, I decided to use a few leaves of white garlic. Now please tell me, how can you not get excited when you're looking at something that is just so beautiful? But the next thing to do, it was to give it a taste. Oh my god, just have a look at this, look how creamy the thing is, it's crazy. This was not a regular tasting, but it was a flavor fest, and it was going on right in my mouth. It was garlicky, it was cheesy, and it was so fresh because of the lemon zest. Outdoor eaters, thank you very much for being part of this, and if you subscribe to the channel, I will love you even more.